What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, I am happy to say Bitcoin price has just broke $19,000 for the first time in 3 years. These are some extremely bullish times. Guys, in my last video here, we were still just talking about breaking $17,000, and I was talking about, are we going to see a $20,000 Bitcoin this year? And guys, the clear answer is yes. Okay, we are going to surpass all-time highs. You know, Bitcoin has got so much momentum right now, and up into the upcoming year, I think we're going to see a really big pump with Bitcoin, more so than we've already seen just since March, which has been, 200-300%. And there's many other coins having massive pumps. Ethereum just had a massive pump. Even XRP, a coin that I don't even like to talk about too much, had a big pump, guys. There's lots of pumping going on. Avlend, oh man, there's so many. What else? Link had a big pump. OXT had a big pump. Wi-Fi has been pumping from $7,000 all the way up to $29,000 and pumping, up and down. Might even be a good time to buy right now, guys. It's out of support. It could pump all the way up to $29,000 easily. Guys, there's just so much going on in the crypto market right now. CRV had a massive pump. Okay? Many different pumps going on. SNX is still pumping all the way up from 4 to 5.3. These are massive gains, guys. There's so much going on in the crypto market, and I wanted to talk about why Bitcoin has hit $19,000 and why we're going to continue to pump through. And guys, if you haven't bought Bitcoin yet, you are wishing you did, and I still think it's okay to accumulate. I just bought some at 17.5. I bought some at 14.9. I bought some at 13. I've been buying every dip possible, guys, and there's a reason for that, just because the bull market is here and there's much higher times right around the corner, guys. And without further ado, if you're not subscribed yet, do consider it. This is the channel to help you make better money and help you make better calls. So if you're looking to do that, guys, this is the channel for you. Be sure to subscribe and like, and I'm going to dive right into the price action. All right, guys, so let's start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin pumping up over $19,000 right now. These are some extremely bullish times, guys. I can't stress enough that we're just going to continue to pump up. Basically, we were in an ascending wedge since early November, and it just ascended all the way up here, pushing all the way up. And then a ascending triangle was formed at around the 18th, started to form there. Okay, literally just bounced around, and now we're back up above the top of a resistance line of the wedge, but broke out of the ascending triangle to the upside. Just textbook stuff right there, guys. Probably going to do something like this, maybe either sideways, okay, or down and up. Okay, that's what I think is going to happen. I don't think we're going to see something like this, say testing back down to this resistance or support, excuse me, and then getting a bounce, or even something like down to this support and then a bounce. I think we're going to kind of continue this bullish trajectory here. There's not much slowing us down. And guys, even if you just look back to the hourly, we're really just pumping out of this. We were all the way down at $10,000. Here's that pesky CME gap that everyone joked about for a long time. But honestly, guys, once we hit 9,800, it was forgotten about, and we started to move up to the side here. And guys, let's go all the way back to the daily time frame so you can see just the previous peak. We're basically right there, guys, okay? There it is. Let's just draw a line because that's a bit of resistance right there. Okay, and once we get through this resistance, guys, it's just clear skies. And that's what we've been waiting for with Bitcoin. Very exciting times. You got to think, guys, if it goes parabolic again, the next parabolic top could be, 50 to 100,000 easily. I've been reading things that are quite amazing, actually. They're talking 100, 200, $300,000 Bitcoin. And guys, in reality, if that actually happened, the market capitalization would be equivalent to something like gold or other major capitalizations that are out there, guys. So I think it's definitely possible. They say you should have, 1% of your portfolio in Bitcoin. You guys know my play. I'm very heavily invested. I'm over 80% in. I'm all into coin. It's either going to make or break me, guys. So I can't stress enough. This is how I make money, whether it be fast coin or just hodling coin. I've done a big mixture of trades this month. For instance, I did a lot of fast trading on some altcoins just to make some quick gains. But guys, let's be real here. Even if I just threw in this month and did nothing and didn't cash out, I actually would have made more money just hodling. So I can't stress enough, in a bull market, guys, you want to be trying to accumulate as much coin as possible because it's going up. That's not saying every single coin is profitable, but the majority of coins right now are really pumping up. I can't stress enough, there's just many coins which are really making really good moves. And guys, there's a few other coins I wanted to talk about, but just for reference here, I think we're going to get a little bit more pump up. We're going to break 20,000 easily, guys. It's going to happen hopefully by the end of the month. And before you know it, guys, something like 21, 22 is going to be right on the table. And those are just going to be incredible new age times, you know, meaning Bitcoin is now in its all-time high. And how high will it go, guys? I can't stress enough. These are just really exciting times. We could be breaking 20 grand by the end of the month. So just keep that in mind, guys. If you're looking to still get in on Bitcoin, look at these dips. Let's just look at how the chart moves right here. There's a dip buy. There's a dip buy. There's a dip buy. Theoretically, here's a dip buy, even though it's not reaching this bottom support, okay? There was the new support drawn by the ascending triangle. Okay, so that would have been where you bought right there, okay, guys? So just, for instance, if it does dip down to this line, okay, draw yourself this graph. If it dips down to this line, okay, those are your 3 levels of support, which they, you know, it shouldn't go through anything down this way. But you got to imagine, guys, we have seen 30% crashes before in the past. If it was to do something like that, we'd be all the way back down here. You know, okay, so there's a lot to really think about, guys. But in reality, I want to say this, because we're in a bull market, I don't believe that we can get a big percent crash like that right now until we, for instance, get to the peak because of how parabolic we're going. Now, for instance, in the last parabolic run, they look very similar here, just how straight up they are. Now, there's a little bit more chop this one, but that means more sustained growth, okay? That means that there's more potential to the upside. That means that this is, you know, just like this phase right here, okay? So right here, matching right here. Okay, so hopefully this big run really pumps up past, you know, we could easily see 50 grand, guys. I don't know exactly where the peak is yet. And just to be honest with you guys, I'm really trying to analyze where exactly it will be, because that's how you're going to make your best money, is actually cashing out at the peak, not the bottom. And that's if you're even going to cash out, guys. I want to be extremely transparent here. For a long time, for many years, I was planning on cashing out at $100,000 Bitcoin. But after just a lot of study and a lot of time thinking, you know, I think that we could easily surpass $100,000, and now I'm more looking like $250,000 cash out. If even that, I would love to be able to hold on to a couple Bitcoin when it hits $1 million. And a lot of people say, well, there's no guarantee it'll ever get that high. You know, that's just, you know, talking out your ass or, you know, something. But in reality, guys, something like Bitcoin, it's still in its infancy stage. It's only been around for 10 years. You got to think 2030, 2040 rolls around, there's going to be some massive coin differences in price. And in all honesty, guys, maybe cashing out at 250,000 could be a big mistake. Wouldn't you rather make 4 times the money if possible? I know I would. So I've definitely changed my views a little bit from wanting to cash out at 100. I want to cash out at something much higher now, and that's just where I think the Bitcoin price is going to go. And guys, there's a few other coins I wanted to talk about. I haven't done a review on Electronium for a while, but I wanted to get into it. But there's a reason why I haven't been into it, or not into it, but haven't been reporting on it lately. And it's just because it's been following this descending wedge for a long time. But if you guys look on HitBTC, we've had a lot of movement in price lately. And as you can see, I haven't seen anything like this in a long time. Look at all that volume, guys. That's incredible. That is a lot of moving a coin. People taking profits. You know, for instance, if they got in down here and sold up here, that's 20%. Again, 14%. I mean, look at all these. They're all over. 1, 2, 3, 4. I count that one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. God, this could be the 12th burn right now. We could pump all the way up to right here. That's even just a 10%, guys. 10% is a good trade. If you trade with $100,000, you trade with 10%, you just made $10,000. It's that simple. Okay, if you traded with $10,000, you just made $1,000. And to most people, $1,000 is a lot of money. Okay, so that's what you want to be trading. And guys, I think Electronium is just repeating history here. Let's go to the daily time frame. And let's see what we can see here. Okay, so we can only get to right there. So basically, when this big pump happened, it downtrotted for a long time, down to new lows, okay? So for instance, if this was to do it again, basically since we broke this resistance that I was talking about being kind of like the fall down, basically if it broke down below there and continued to trickle down, that's a very bearish sign, meaning, hey, we're going to continue to trickle down until possible new all-time lows before we get something like a big, massive pump. That was 480%, guys. That's huge, okay? Let's be real here. So, again, I have the next line here of support down at 0.0022. I think we're just going to continue to follow this wedge a little bit, guys. So that's why I drew that wedge in there. And it's just going to kind of keep going. We're going to kind of keep bouncing around it. Yes, over here we are a little bit overextended there. But in general, it's following this trend. This support line has come into play here. So we could be getting a little bit of a trend change. Maybe, hopefully getting... I would like to see a pump out of this. For instance, say something like an ascending triangle start to be formed right here. You know? But it might not happen, guys. For instance, you know, it doesn't have to happen exactly like that. So for instance, say like it doesn't, you know, it doesn't rebound out of here and start to change. You know, we're going to continue that wedge down to the right. Okay, guys, so I'm going to extend that even further because those are the things that could happen with the price right now. We don't exactly know, but that's what I anticipate happening. If we don't get a burst out of this wedge right here, you know, to the upside, so something like this, you know, kind of just bouncing around and then hopefully a bump up, it will continue the trajectory of just bouncing around and working its way that way. And you got to think, guys, we had a wick all the way down to 0.0035, so we're actually in a better standard right now. So for instance, the 22nd to where we're at the 24th, that's a massive pump, guys. So let's be real here. Look at this. Let me know if you caught that buy order on Electronium, because that's just incredible, guys. That is some really good, that's some really good buy and sell right there. But anyway, that's what I think is going to happen with Electronium, guys. Let me know in the comments if you're still holding Electronium or what you think about it. And guys, I can't stress enough, Electronium is going to have its day. You just have to be patient. If everyone was, you know, patient and stuff like that, everybody would make a lot of money, but nobody's patient. Everybody's, you know, wanting instant gratification, and that's why you guys aren't going to make the big bucks. It's that simple. And I'll say again, this month in my fast trades, if I would have just hodled everything, for instance, not sold a thing, everything I got into pumped. So for instance, if I didn't sell out, I would have even made more money today. So it's a very interesting way to look at things. You know, during a bull market, even with most alts, if you're in good investments, you can still just hodl. Okay, guys. So for instance, say you got in up here and you're kind of just down here right now in a substantial loss. Say like you got in at the worst place possible, got in at this peak, and then you're just sitting right here. You're sitting at a 14% loss. Who cares if it goes down 20%? Be patient, guys. That's just the name of the game. You're not always going to win. And with a coin like Electronium, it will pump out of there, guys. I've seen it at least twice where I've made personal gains. Okay, it will happen again. And I think the next time we get a big pump, it'll definitely be over, you know, the 1 cent range. Okay, easily over the 1 cent range. So there's a few other coins I wanted to go over before I go over into some news, and I wanted to be kind of brief on them just because the big peaks have kind of already happened. So guys, we had OXT now getting a big pump. Okay, it was down at 20 cents, pumping up to 34 cents, guys. That is a big pump going on right now. I haven't even extended the lines up yet. I haven't been personally trading this coin in the last few weeks, but for instance, if you would have got in early November, there's a lot of coins where if you got in early November, you would have had some massive gains, guys, and I'm going to talk about all those coins right now. But could OXT get another pump up to, say, this green zone like we had back in September? It is definitely possible, guys. I think, though, that we are kind of in some kind of downward trend here. For instance, a bull situation going on right here, guys. So right through here. Definitely a big bull going on. Hopefully we can get a big pump out of this. And we don't get another crash down, say, towards 0.20. But that would be really good for OXT. There's a few other coins that are just really pumping right now. And guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about XRP, a massive pump from the 9th we're talking massive gains here. So from 0.24 all the way up to 0.79. Okay, 228% in the last 20 days, guys. That is massive, okay? Let me know if you got in on XRP. Here's another one I wanted to show you guys. This one I have been paying attention to. I've been buying every dip, and man, has it been profitable for me. Holy crap. Okay, guys, I started getting in right in here, okay? And then I've been buying every dip. I bought every dip in through here as well. So I bought in even above where I bought in before. And guys, Wi-Fi has just been extremely profitable. And if you think about it right now, the reason I'm showing you guys this video is say, just a pinch that way. We're a little bit under this support, okay? So hopefully we get something like a pump up towards this line, like 29,000. So this could technically be a very good buy. As you guys notice, it's on the day's low as well. So guys, I think I'm going to throw some money down on this again today and then get a big pump up. I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think, for instance, we're getting a crash down. So I think, you know, Wi-Fi is definitely a good position to get in right now. Another one to be looking at is Uni, another big pump up. I've been watching this one for a while. Okay, and we're getting an ascending triangle, it looks like already. You know, something very, very strong here. So another ascending triangle going right through there. This one will probably do a little bit more wiggling around and then a pump up. That's what I think is going to happen with Uni. AAVE doing the same kind of thing, guys. I'm actually in on one of these trades right now. Now it's very interesting. I actually have one of them even marked already. But I made some gains from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, and I cashed out half profit up here. So for instance, I'm actually technically from this buy, I'm in a slight loss right now. For instance, I got in at 77. So sitting at a slight loss. But overall, the gains I made on this coin, I'm still up technically. So this is basically this coin I've been breaking even on. But once it pumps up and does something, you know, like this, or, you know, follows back up, you know, gets back up on that trajectory, I'm going to get my profit right there. And guys, something like Avlend is going to really pump up over them. They're talking over $100, okay? They're talking over $100 for Av, you know, in the next year at least. So I think even if you just held on, like I was just saying, in a bull market, you want to hold on almost. I'm going to be very cautious about taking profits up here because it could end up into much bigger profits if I just am very patient. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do, guys. And guys, the only other coin I wanted to go over today was Link. Okay, guys, I've been talking about Link being very profitable, and guys, it just has been. You could have gotten in any time. I was talking about guys getting in it back at $8 here, you know, back down here. And guys, if you did, let's talk about your gains right now. 92% if you followed my call. And if you were buying any dip, you're still sitting extremely profitable right now, guys. You know, I've said it before, Link is the Chainlink of cryptocurrency. It's going to continue to pump. We hit $20, you know, months ago. And guys, when this next pump happens, it's going to pump way past $20. Okay, that's what's going to happen. It may not just happen just right now, but whenever the next pump happens, for instance, if it did something like this and dumped down and then started to pump up again, you know, those kind of things definitely happen in cryptocurrency. So that's something I'm looking for in Link. Like if it dips down any more again, say like it dips down like this to get the next buy, I'll get in at 13 some dollars again, okay? And guys, just so you understand, I got in at $2, I got in at $4, I got in at $7 twice. You know, I'm in the best of spots with Chainlink. It just doesn't get any better. And guys, there's so many reasons for that. I literally put my calls out there for you guys as well, but just graph analysis and understanding the coins and what's going on in the market, the trends, the supports and resistance, that's all you really need to do. And I know I make that sound simple just the way I talk about it and maneuver through the coins, but guys, the more you learn, the better you're going to get at cryptocurrency. And guys, that's why I offer my students hourly classes, just so you can get your toes wet and get, you know, a little bit of knowledge on the situation. Knowledge is power. The more you understand in the cryptocurrency field, the more you're going to make money, and it's that simple, guys. And I wanted to talk about why the Bitcoin price has just hit $19,000, And there, guys, there's many reasons to go over, to be honest. So let's dive right into that. So why Bitcoin price just hit $19,000 for the first time in 3 years? And guys, there's many reasons. Okay, where whales are still accumulating Bitcoin. As you can see, here's the whale clusters here. Every one of these big circles are whales accumulating big buys. Okay, so here they are still buying at 17,000. I bought at 17,000. Okay, I bought at 14,000. I got at the bottom of these supports, and then I got in lower than this whole graph. Okay, over and over again, guys. I've been buying every single dip. You guys should be doing the same thing. I can't stress it enough. Bitcoin is really going to impress you guys, and if you're not thinking that way, you're missing out. It's that simple, guys. But here's the reality. I've tried to push people into Bitcoin all year. If they didn't buy at 3,000, 6,000, 9,000, they're not buying at 19. It's just not happening. So, you know, some of you guys missed the boat, and that's a shame. But, you know, the ones I got to get into it, I'm happy that I did, and I hope you guys are sitting very happy right now. These are great times in Bitcoin, and I've been shilling this all year. So I really hope you guys are making some good money. And not to mention, guys, Bitcoin supply is drying up. One consistent trend throughout 2020 bull cycle is a continuous drop in Bitcoin's exchange reserves. Investors in whales deposit BTC to exchanges when they want to sell BTC. Hence, the recent drop in exchange reserves means there are fewer sellers in the market. Sometimes trader Byzantine General said that every time spot exchanges expand their BTC reserves, they get accumulated. He said every time spot exchanges add to their BTC reserves, it gets depleted almost immediately. Don't you get it? There's literally not enough supply, meaning that the Bitcoin is going off the shelves before people can even grab it, guys. It's moving that fast. It's incredible. So, and not just that, guys, but the volume walls are surging. The buy walls are dwarfing the sell walls. Okay, it's that simple, guys. So the volume of both institutional and spot exchange has been increasingly rapid since September. Open interest on Bitcoin futures and options at CME surpassed 1 billion. In November, and Binance's BTC-USD pairs consistently delivered over 1.5 billion in daily volume. Guys, that's massive. Various data points also show that the spot market has been leading the rally, not derivatives or futures markets. The trend makes the rally more stable and reduces the risk of massive corrections. When the futures market accounts for the majority of the volume during a Bitcoin uptrend, there is a large risk of cascading liquidations. This time, the spot market has been leading the rally, thus making it more sustainable, guys. And that's what we're talking about, a sustainable increase in the Bitcoin price, guys. And that is what I think is going to happen, guys, as we're already in the middle of it. Since March, we've been in the uptrend. And guys, let's be real here. Is say like the coronavirus crisis didn't happen, all right? You got to think we would have just been on an upward trajectory, you know, just really moving up. You got to say, like, let's just say it from here. You know, we've really stayed pretty close to it, okay? We're really just moving that line up. If that crisis didn't happen, we would have hit these prices a long time ago, guys. It's just a fact. So I think that, you know, if you got in March, you made some of the best possible buys you could. Honest to God, guys. I bought some, and I wish I bought more. It's that simple. I had more money laying around. I wish I even bought more. I just bought at, you know, 13, 14, 17, you know. I could have bought triple, quadruple the Bitcoin back in here. And guys, I got to be real with you here. I don't think the Bitcoin price will ever go below even 12,000 again. I think those days are just done. So, looking at it right now at 19,183, yeah, we're on a bit of a pump. Let's see if it dips down a little bit for you can get a little bit of a buy-in. But in reality, guys, we're going to be breaking $20,000 probably by the end of the month. And guys, there's nothing holding it down from there. We could see much higher prices. I think the FOMO is going to go through the roof. People are going to be trying to buy Bitcoin as readily as they can. The ones that understand, the ones that don't, yeah, they're going to dip their toes in, maybe buy a little bit, a percentage, whatever. But the ones who understand, the ones who are hodling, the ones who have accumulated in the last 2 years even, since the last big pump up to 20,000, basically if you've been accumulating under 15,000, you're in a great spot, guys. It's just that simple. And guys, that's all I have time for today. I'm sorry I haven't been making videos lately. I've just been extremely busy trading. I've been busy with my work. I've been busy editing the page and upgrading the page. As you can see, guys, I put in a new background page here. So Ride the Wave is my new slogan there. And guys, that's really what you got to do. You got to ride that wave, especially if you're in the positive, especially if you're in the negative. You got to do it either way. You don't want to cash out a loss. And the investments I'm going to get you into, say like you're sitting in the red temporary, that is temporary, because the investments I get into end up being positive eventually if they don't hit my target projection. And guys, don't forget about my Ledger Nano S. I was going to give this away for my first 500 subscribers. Since I've slowed down a little bit, I've decided that I'm going to give the video out at the end of December at around Christmas, and it's going to go off of video comments. Okay, guys, so put comments down, put as many, put your comment down, because that's how you're going to get auto-generated in the generator that I'm using so that you can actually win this thing. And it's going to go off of comments. So I want to see lots of comments. I want to see lots of people interacting, and that's really what I'm going for, guys. I want more channel talk, and then we will give that away come Christmas. And someone's going to win that, guys. And if you're not familiar with Ledger, it's definitely the safest way to keep your crypto off of the exchanges, and you want it right under your nose so you don't get robbed. It's that simple. Just make sure you save all your codes and your passphrase so that way you don't lose your money in the end. And guys, that's really all I have time for today. Thank you so much for all your support. Let's get the channel pumping a little bit again. Let's see some likes. Let's see some subscribers. Guys, I'm going to be uploading as much as I can. Remember, I am a full-time trader, and I am very busy with students right now. Whenever the Bitcoin price pumps, I get really swamped. So that's just how it works, guys. I'm going to try to keep uploading as much as I can. I try to upload every single day. Yes, I did take a break, but I was doing some uploads. But now that I'm back, I'm going to try to upload as much as I can. Hopefully every single day, but if not, every other day. But as much as I can, guys. I want you guys making as good calls as you can. Feel free to reach out to me at bitcoindeathstar@gmail.com if you have any questions or inquiries about learning or even investing. Guys, this is all I do. Do you want to work from home? Do you want to not go out to your day job? Do you want to change your life? This is how you do it, guys. Feel free to inbox me and I'll help you out. And guys, that's all I have time for today. Be sure to subscribe and like. Enjoy this Bitcoin ride. There's so many other coins pumping as well, guys. Just enjoy them. I've seen 100% just this month. November has been an extremely popular month. Anyway, guys, that's all the time I have for today. I will catch you guys later.